Alright, there we go. Good evening, everybody. It's Tuesday night here at the BTA Network, and that means it's time for political catch-up. That means we catch up. That's why we call it political catch-up. We catch up with everything that's happened over the past week in politics. Because, unfortunately, we can't get away from it, but at least we're not going to bombard you every day when we leave that to the pros. So, don't worry. We're not going to get in anybody's way here. Alright, anyway, I'm your host for tonight. I'm Oddball Stream. I'll hopefully be joined by our master and creator Frodo not before too long. And right now we've got Sajo in the chat room. Hey Sajo. Alright, so let's just say we've had a lot happen over the course of the past week. And of course, one of them being actor Dean Cain. Of course, he played Superman in the Adventures of Lois and Clark on ABC back in the 90s. He's decided to join ICE. Yeah. Oh boy. Let's just say that's going to do wonders for his career. So, let's see. Alright, so here's the story. This was posted, hold on. This was posted back on the 6th. So, actor Dean Cain, who played Superman in the 90s, reveals he's joined ICE. Okay. So, here's what happened. Dean Cain was once Man of Steel, but the TV superhero icon has a new title. Cain, who played Superman in the 1990s series Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, revealed to fans that he enlisted as an officer in the federal agency U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, aka ICE, according to an August 5th video shared to Cain's social media channels. For those who don't know, I am a sworn law enforcement officer as well as being a filmmaker, and I felt it was important to join with our first responders to help secure the safety of all Americans, not just talk about it, Cain 59 said. So I joined up. In a statement to USA Today on August 7th, ICE Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin confirmed that Cain will be sworn in as an honorary officer in the coming month. Okay. Yeah. Superman is encouraging Americans to become real-life superheroes by answering their country's call to join the brave men and women of ICE to help protect our communities to arrest the worst of the worst, McLaughlin said. Cain also used the minute-and-a-half clip as an informal recruitment ad to tout the great benefits of working for ICE, which reportedly include a $50,000 signing bonus, student loan repayment, enhanced retirement benefits, and special pay for individuals working in field operations and law enforcement roles. So, if you want to help save America, ICE is arresting the worst of the worst and removing them from America's streets. I like that. I voted for that, Cain said. They need your help. We need your help to protect our homeland and our families. Cain's comments come amid increased scrutiny of ICE in recent months. In June, several demonstrations erupted in Los Angeles in response to a series of immigration raids carried out by the federal agency. The raids, which sparked nationwide protests, took place as part of a directive from President Donald Trump to find immigrants living in the United States without legal status. Several celebrities, including Jimmy Kimmel, Kim Kardashian, Cardi B, and Mark Ruffalo, have spoken out against the ICE raids and the Trump administration's involvement. Cain portrayed DC Comics legend Clark Kent in his superhero alias Superman on Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman from 1993 to 1997. The ABC dramedy, which also starred Terry Hatcher and Lane Smith, earned 5 Primetime Emmy nominations during its 4-year run. Unfortunately, his announcement did not sit well with some fans who took the comments section on Instagram to share their dismay over the actor's affiliation with the controversial agency. Shame on you, Dean. That's the most un-Superman thing you could possibly advocate, at Supergirl_Titans wrote. You are such a massive disappointment and only bring shame to the red cape. I trust you, Imaginary Cloud commented. Well, Gom Diaz said, it's a free country. The user added, I hope one day I'll understand how a person can watch now standard footage of how they handle human beings and not only be sad and morally disgusted, but also promote it. Despite the criticism, some fans came to Cain's defense. Wow, you really are Superman. That is so cool. JMC, J McMahon 278 wrote. 0278 wrote, while Andy Legend. Meanwhile, user Jalen Naga pointed out the irony of Cain's professional relationship with ICE, given the actor's Japanese heritage. Cain was born in Michigan, but his biological father is Japanese. Immigrants that come to this country, whether they're undocumented or not, should be given due process, the user added. Trump said he was going after gang members, criminals. That's not been the case. He's going after regular people. This turns is my view of Dean. I'm shocked he's endorsing ICE. So, yeah. Yeah, you're right,
Well, and
Sergeant.
like I said, Like I, my sneaky self getting in here when you didn't even realize it.
Nope.
No, I saw that Dean was joining ICE, and I'm, I'm gonna say this. I'm honestly surprised about another Hollywood star hasn't joined ICE yet.
Yahoo.
You want to know Kevin Sorbo?
Oh yeah. Forgot about him. Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm disappointed too. Because I did like Lois and Clark.
You
I
know,
remember the wedding that Lois and Clark had. That was a huge deal back then.
yes, it was. And I'm going to apologize to all of our listeners. I lost track of time because I'm listening to a story on YouTube about AIs and stuff and integration of AIs into physical, uh, like biological beings.
Mm-hmm.
And I was also playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. So I kind of lost track of time.
It
My bad.
happens. It happens. Hey, remember, you have to remember, this is like informal. We're not like we don't take this super duper seriously. We're so professional, we can't stand it. You know.
Yeah, I know. But, I'm to the point where, if you have, if you want to join ICE and get help and want to help that, whatever. But like earlier today, I went to my city's uh city council meeting, and I left there in a state of rage because our city is deciding that we don't need a citizens advisory group for the police.
Oh boy.
And I'm looking at like, wait, what? We don't need one? Why? We li- it just it was frustrating as hell to me because I was like, why? Why get rid of something that on its surface does nothing but help the citizenry and the police,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And to be frank, seeing the our elected official,
Frodo.
um, I'm here.
Yeah, sorry. You start after the word officials. It kind of cut out. That's why.
No, it's all right. But with our city officials, they just impotent fools to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting rid of the citizens advisory group because the uh, Iowa State Legislature decided that certain aspects of it weren't right. But I'm like, why? Why aren't they right? It's sickening to me.
Mm-hmm.
And for you, those of you who follow me on Facebook, I got into a little bit of a heated argument with someone on my friends list. I still haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do, but I posted a simple statement. By the way, the R word for people with disabilities in that is a slur, and if you don't agree with it, please let me know so I can block you. And he went into mentioning all the different meanings of the word. On my Facebook, I don't give a shit what you think. My Facebook is my private feed, and it's my decision what I do. And if anyone on my Facebook decides to use a slur, they're going to get kicked out. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I basically have forbidden myself from ever using the R word, you know?
I mean, the last time I had to use the R word in the show,
Mm-hmm.
it was so hard for me to say it because of my beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
and I think you remember that day, Shirley, because
Yeah.
it took me apologizing in advance, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it just was so hard. But go ahead.
Okay. All right. Next thing. You probably heard about this one. Trump has ordered the National Guard in Washington D.C. If you haven't heard about it, here's what happened. All right. So, President Donald Trump said the federal government will take control of the Washington D.C. Metropolitan Police Department. Okay, so here's what's going on. It's part of an aggressive federal effort to crack down on crime in the nation's capital. Trump said the federal government would also seize control of Washington's Metropolitan Police Department. We're taking our capital back, Trump said yesterday. We're taking it back. I'm announcing a historic action to rescue our nation's capital from crime, bloodshed, bedlam, and squalor, and worse, Trump said. This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back. Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser called the moves unsettling and unprecedented. Trump's actions follow a high-profile assault on a former staffer of the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, 19-year-old Edward Korestein, that occurred in the early morning hours of August 3rd during an attempted carjacking. Let's see. Now, the mayor did say it was taking over the police force is unsettling and unprecedented, but she indicated she will cooperate with federal authorities. I guess in this case, she may not really have a choice. Okay. Mayor Muriel Bowser disputed Trump's justification for declaring a crime emergency in D.C., calling it a subjective so-called emergency and noting that the crime has been trending down in the city after spiking in 2023. We're not experiencing a spike in crime, but a decrease in crime, Bowser said during yesterday's press conference following Trump's announcement earlier in the day. Yet she acknowledged Trump's authorities under the Home Rule Act, which gives the federal government certain powers over D.C. governance. Trump cited the law in an executive order declaring he was using emergency powers to seize control of the city's Metropolitan Police Department. The Home Rule Charter requires the mayor to provide the services of MPD during special conditions of an emergency, and we will follow the law, Bowser said. Now, DOJ earlier said D.C. violent crime was at a 30-year low. Despite claims of rising crime and violence in Washington by President Trump and his Attorney General and FBI chief, the Justice Department itself also announced in January that the total violent crime for 2024 was down 35% from the year before. In fact, crime in the capital is the lowest it has been in over 30 years, according to data collected by the Metropolitan Police Department, included in a January 3rd statement by the Washington, D.C.'s U.S. Attorney's Office. Then U.S. Attorney Matthew Graves, an appointee of former President Joe Biden, credited the declines due to a focus on the drivers of violence, those gangs or crews of people who are dealing drugs, protecting turf, committing carjackings, and other robberies, all while armed. During yesterday's press conference, D.C. was described as one of the most unsafe and violent cities in the world by Trump. Attorney General Pam Bondi, FBI Director Kash Patel, and Grace recently confirmed replacement former television personality Jeanine Pirro. Oh boy. At least I don't have to hear Judge Janine on that network anymore. But the Justice Department in January said that in addition to the overall violent crime reduction, homicides were down 32%, robberies were down 39%, armed carjackings were down 53%, and assaults with a dangerous weapon were down 27% when compared to 2023 levels. DOJ also said the district was reporting the fewest assaults with dangerous weapons and burglaries over the past 30 years. Why does that sound like they're going after him because someone in Doge got attacked? That's what it sounds like.
I don't
here.
know. It sounds like that, but here's the thing. We all know that Los Angeles was the dry run for federalizing police.
Mm-hmm.
Los Angeles was the first city that had that happen. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the second city to make it seem like something normal. And I'm going to say this now without trying to be disrespectful, but fuck you. No, fuck that. Trump, you trying to make it seem like we're doing worse for fucking our crime in the country is reprehensible. You're attacking people. You're telling places that you don't deserve to have self-governance, that you're preparing for fucking, for lack of a better term, you're preparing for fucking martial law. And the minute you do, it's going to get really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sorry to say, but fuck you. You son of a bitch. Acting like everyone's out to harm America when in all reality, it's you.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one that's out to harm America. You're the one that's out to hurt people. You're the one who thinks that it's a great idea to turn America into a fucking police state.
Mm-hmm.
Last I checked, I don't think it's a great idea.
I don't think so either.
Idea?
No, absolutely not.
I mean, how many people in this world need to tell? How many people in this world need to be explained to explain that you're a fucking idiot, Trump? You know?
Yeah, and then Farron Cousins, who I will follow, I believe it was Fair and Balanced. I think it was a couple days ago, but I just heard it today. Trump admitted that the world is laughing at us. But not in the way Trump thinks. You know how it is, right?
Yeah, the world is laughing at us because he's a fucking moron.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've been saying this, but I keep saying it again. He made us laughing stock of the world once before. Now he's doing it again. Only worse this time.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, it's happened a lot fucking faster.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Yes.
That it just feels like everything that's gone on has just been happening so fast.
Mm-hmm. I know, it's just ugh. It's like we're trying to survive here, but you know how it is, right? It's like every day we find something new that Trump is being crazy to do, right? And
well, I do have.
Oh, go ahead.
I do have one little bit of good news.
What's that?
Ozzy's death certificate has been released officially.
Uh-huh.
Guess what they labeled his occupation as?
I'm almost afraid to ask. What is it?
Rock legend.
Nice. At least they know how to get it right.
And just, yeah, I'm so sick of it.
Yep.
I'm
Now,
so sick of it.
yeah, well, this
Go
might
ahead.
make... This could really make you sick. Are you ready for this? UFC to host first ever White House fight next year. This is not a joke. This is real. Okay. So, and that's what CEO Dana White says. Now, the fight will take place on July 4th, 2026. So, here's the story. The Ultimate Fighting Championship will host a fight at the White House on July 4th, 2026. UFC CEO Dana White told CBS News today. President Donald Trump teased the possibility of a UFC fight on the White House grounds last month at an event kicking off a year-long celebration for the United States' 250th birthday, which will include events across the country. White said he spoke with Trump about the plans Monday night and that an in-person meeting is planned for later this month. Trump reached out to White about the fight and delegated planning to his daughter Ivanka Trump, White said. It's definitely going to happen, White said on CBS Mornings today. Think about this. July 4th, 250th birthday of the United States of America, live from CBS from the White House. A person familiar with the White House's planning said it expects to host the fight on July 4th of next year. White and Trump have had and long enjoyed a close relationship. Trump was an early supporter of the Fighting League, hosting a UFC fight at his Atlantic City casino in 2001, and White has been a vocal supporter of the president's political ambitions. White also introduced Trump at the 2024 Republican National Convention and spoke at Trump's October rally at the Madison Square Garden. The plans come on the heels of a multi-billion-dollar streaming deal between the UFC and CBS and Paramount Plus, giving the network extensive television and streaming rights. Trump and his administration had previously scrutinized Paramount amid its merger with Skydance. Of course, that merger went through, so...
Yeah, all because they fucking kowtowed to him.
Yep, they caved it. They caved.
Yeah. Well, and here's something that really fucking makes a point that I want to say. One of my friends posted this on her Facebook. Her name is Sierra. I feel like it's Fahrenheit 451, Animal Farm, 1984, and Handmaid's Tale all at once in slow motion.
I think she just nailed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
As I will not lie, Fahrenheit 451 is one of my all-time favorite books. But she's right. It's like we're living all of them all at once in slow motion. She's exactly correct. Yeah, Sajo in the chat said, remember January 6th. Yeah, but guess what Trump's trying to do? Basically erase it. Right?
Fuck. So, the Texas legislature got their redistricting done. So, Texas adds 5 Republican seats, removes 5 Democrat seats, and eliminates Jasmine Crockett.
Oh my god. Sick.
Yeah. I'm to the point where I'm grossed out.
Yeah.
We need people like Jasmine Crockett, and the fact that they're wanting to get rid of her says a lot about Texas as a state and our country as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's like there's gotta be some way to fight this because that's just dumb. Period.
Yeah. Well, you know what I have to say?
What?
I say, let them fucking do this. Because this is the kind of shit that's going to cause people to be like, fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah. Meanwhile, I got someone here in Alabama. He's decided he's gonna try to take Tommy Tuberville's Senate seat next year. Barry Moore. And no, he is not related in any way to Roy Moore.
Good.
Thank goodness for that. But still, the fact that Barry Moore has decided he's going to run for Senate next year, because right now he's currently the representative of District 1. He used to be for District 2 until, of course, the lines got redrawn here in Alabama. Of course, now Shamari Figures is the representative here. So, but yeah, he's decided he's gonna take a run at the Senate, at that Senate seat that Tommy Tuberville is going to vacate, because he's going to try to run for governor of Alabama, which frankly we don't want him, because frankly he's not living in Alabama, he's living in Florida.
Not even just that. It's the fact that, he's a fucking idiot. I mean,
Yeah.
Tommy Tuberville has, based on what I've seen, he's got like half a fucking pea of a brain.
Yeah, well, I like to call Tommy Tuberville Snobby Snubberville.
Well, I'm not even going to call him that. I'm just saying that, he has, altogether, from what I've seen, he's got about the intelligence quotient of a fucking pea, and that's not me trying to be rude to him. That's just me being observant,
Yeah. Because think about it. Remember he held up, what, over 300, what do you call it? Oh, there's a word for it. Like, people getting assigned to something. Can't think of the damn word. But he held up 300 members of the military from getting, I think it was promotions, or I know there's a word, I can't think of the damn word though.
I get exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Governor Newsom has a new press office Twitter account, and it's following very much Trump's behavior on his own thing.
Uh-huh.
So, Shirley, I'm gonna copy this image address over for you.
All right.
You get a laugh out of this.
Okay.
And if it doesn't work, I can always...
Oh, I got it. Let's see. Donald Trump, the lowest polling president in recent history. This is your second to last warning. The next one is your last one. Stand down now, or California will counterstrike legally to destroy your illegal crooked maps in red states. Press conference coming, hosted by America's favorite governor, Gavin Newsom. Final warning next. You won't like it. Thank you for your attention to this matter. And of course, like Donald Trump, very cleverly, all caps.
Exactly. Yeah.
After
like
all,
I said,
if Donald Trump wants to do the yelling, why can't the rest of us, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Sajid said, you know, what happened in Texas, and Sajid said now the blue states will do the same.
I have no problem with the blue states do that, because guess what? We need blue states and blue mayors to really kick it into gear.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's almost like, see, here in Alabama, things are so basically dominated by Republicans. It's like Democrats are trying, but they're not, they're not getting any backup from like the main, the Democratic committee and such.
Yes, but you gotta also remember, and this isn't meant to be a dig at you, Shirley, at
Uh-huh.
all. This is just meant to be a dig at your whole fucking state just for fun.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, your whole fucking state is full of sister fuckers. So
Yeah. But I'll tell you this, at least there's one thing we've got right. We're the first state with an all-weather network for the entire for a whole state. That's
I
one
know,
thing we've got, but that's it.
yeah, that's true. But I had to tease you a little bit.
Oh no,
You
I
know what
understand.
they say. You know what they say in Alabama. The first test is not about who you know; it's about who you're in.
Yep.
And if you're in your sister, well,
Yeah.
you must.
Yeah. Also, I hope to get rid of dark money. That's what Sajo said. Yeah. That. Unfortunately, as long as you know who's in there, the dark money's gonna be there. So.
Yeah, the dark money. I agree with Sajo on that. We don't need it in our politics,
Mhm.
but at the same standpoint, we need. Uh, I would rather the dark money be used to benefit that to benefit someone in their benefit the people instead of benefiting the. You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Now, here's something else that's kind of, I wouldn't call it political per se, but this is definitely bad. It looks like YouTube is trying to get information through AI, tracking everything you watch. It's like they want to get information
Yep.
about your driver's license. It's like, are you kidding?
You know, I at, in one standpoint, I can respect that, but then you talk about there's one aspect of this that I cannot agree with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be uploading my ID to fucking Google. No thanks. But
Yeah.
the fact that we have there's videos on there that are very inappropriate would be a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I do agree something needs to be done to make it so that we have some level of there has to be something done where we can have some level of control over the uh
But,
insanity that can be on that site.
yeah. But anyway, here's what's going on here. YouTube tomorrow will begin testing a new age verification system in the U.S. that relies on artificial intelligence to differentiate between adults and minors based on the kinds of videos that they have been watching. Okay. The test initially will only affect a sliver of YouTube's audience in the US, but it will likely become more pervasive if the system works as well as guessing viewers' ages as it does in other parts of the world. The system will only work when viewers are logged into their accounts, and it will make its age assessments regardless of the birthday the user might have entered upon signing up. Oh boy. If the system flags a logged in viewer as being under 18, YouTube will impose the normal controls and restrictions that the site already uses as a way to prevent minors from watching videos and engaging in other behavior deemed inappropriate for that age. The safeguards include reminders to take a break from the screen, privacy warnings, and restrictions on video recommendations. YouTube, which has been owned by Google for nearly 20 years, also doesn't show ads tailored to individual tastes if a viewer is under 18. If the system has inaccurately called out a viewer as a minor, the mistake can be corrected by showing YouTube a government-issued identification card, a credit card, or a selfie. I got something to say about that in a minute. YouTube was one of the first platforms to offer experiences designed specifically for young people, and we're proud again to be at the forefront of introducing technology that allows us to deliver safety protections while preserving teen privacy. James Besser, the video services director of product management, wrote in a blog post about the age verification system. People will still be able to watch YouTube videos without logging into an account, but viewing that way triggers an automatic block on some content without proof of age. The political pressure has been building on websites to do a better job of verifying ages to shield children from inappropriate content since late June, when the U.S. Supreme Court upheld a Texas law aimed at preventing minors from watching pornography online. While some services, such as YouTube, have been stepping up their efforts to verify users' ages, others have contended that the responsibility should primarily fall upon the two main smartphone app stores run by Apple and Google, a position that those two technology powerhouses have resisted. Some digital rights groups, such as the Electronic Frontier Foundation and the Center for Democracy and Technology, have raised concerns that age verification could infringe on personal privacy and violate First Amendment protections on free speech.
So, I'm going to go to a level that's kind of insane and crazy, but with what they're talking about is entirely within reason. So, you you have a 5-year-old kid who's watching YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they decide to start cussing up a storm at a creator because they decided to change their video structure. Let's say the creator didn't want to do any more Fortnite. Fuck you, you son of a bitch. I'm only here to watch YouTube videos on fucking Fortnite and learning how to be better at the game. Changing your fucking videos means that you lost a fucking subscriber. Fuck you, you son of a fucking. So, are you saying that that 5-year-old kid doesn't have the right to say fuck? Are you saying that that 5-year-old kid doesn't have the right to say whatever they see fit? Last I checked, last I fucking checked, everyone has rights. It doesn't matter what your fucking age is. That's why I always never got really along well at schools, because I fucking told them multiple times that I'm not gonna fucking pander to their bullshit when it's my fucking right to say what I fucking want, and what I fucking say is legally covered by the First Amendment.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they don't fucking respect. People don't understand that just because you're a child or whatever doesn't mean that you don't have the fucking right to speak your fucking mind. I don't give two shits about it. If you, someone just needs to shut up.
Yeah.
While I agree with porn, okay, you're never going to hear me say that a kid should learn how the birds and bees works before the fucking parents have their ability to talk to them. There is no way in hell I would ever support censorship of that level. You know, I don't support censorship. And like I said earlier, even though my fucking Facebook, I have one very simple rule, and that rule is no fucking slurs on my Facebook. That's my Facebook. That's not me dictating for the whole country.
Right.
That's just me dictating for my little digital corner of the world that I have access and control of.
Yeah, I'm going to give you Yeah, I'm gonna give you a nice little example. Okay, now this you're gonna feel like this is way off topic, but actually it's not. Happy Color, the app. Okay, now
Okay.
every Thursday and Sunday they put out mystery images. Like it's a total blank slate. You have to fill it in. Blah blah blah. And sometimes it can take up to 3 hours. I know it took me 3 hours to do one time, but most of them take about an hour. Anyway, there is a rule in the group where it says you cannot post for 24 hours because it would spoil it for everybody. Of course, some people go ahead and post it, and a lot of people get upset like, why do you spoil it for?
Yeah.
But it's like, the thing, and I always say this, if I'm going to post it, I post it strictly to my wall. Okay? I'm not going to post it in the group because I don't believe in doing that. I love to post my collage on Facebook, on Twitter and such, but I don't, you know, I don't force how I am down everybody else's throat. Of course, Frodo, you and I both know about somebody a long time ago who would try that with cartoons. We're not going to say his name, but the thing is, I do it
Oh,
because I like.
you mean Vinny Paw?
Yeah. Uh huh. Yeah.
That one was a fun little argument for me.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We'll tell
I
you
I
that
had
story
I
later.
had
But
yeah,
yeah. But the thing is, we all have our opinions. You have a right to disagree respectfully. You have a right to, speak your mind and such. What you don't have the right to do is force your opinion down everyone else's throat.
and your opinions, if your opinions by their very nature infringe on my rights, you better fucking believe I'm gonna say a few words and you ain't gonna like those few words.
Mm-hmm.
This gentleman that I'm talking about on my Facebook is finding out that, I don't give a shit if you're talking about, now, I'm going to say the word, but I'm using it in a different term.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit if you're talking about retardation in like the fire retardation sense.
Mm.
That's fine because that's not inherently disrespectful to people.
Mm-hmm.
What I have a problem with is re, retarded in the slur,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, we're all entitled to opinions. And I still think back to that one discussion I had at at a local con we had here in 2018. It was a Japanese American, me Vietnamese American. I think we had like about two black people, two white people. Wonderful discussion. No name calling, no yelling. We were all talking about life under Trump and everything, but nobody said anything disrespectful. No yelling, no name calling, nothing.
Exactly. When we started this show, Shirley was very much
A Republican.
different. Yeah. And I never did this on her,
Mm-hmm.
but I did say that I disagreed with.
Right.
But over time, when she saw the damage that was being caused
Mm-hmm.
to the country by the Republicans, she turned her back to that side.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
She,
I honestly feel like they're doing way too much damage.
yeah, I think the country would do better if we didn't have to deal with the grand old pedophiles anymore.
Yeah. Or as I like to call them, grand old peons.
I still think calling them the grand old pedophiles is more accurate because
Yeah.
I mean, look at the fucking look at the fucking Epstein files
Yeah,
that
that's
haven't
true.
been released yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's been the big question. Even MAGA people want the files released.
Yeah, I want the files released. The funny thing is, I've already seen like the client list
Mm-hmm.
and get the black box, the black book, and guess what?
What?
Guess who's prominent in the black book?
Trump?
Trump in all their glory. They've
Hmm.
got Ivanka on there. They've got Don Jr. on there. They've got all them on there.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's not a joke. I've seen the black book.
Hmm. I believe
It's
it.
crazy. You know me. What is one thing I'm known for?
Finding things that would almost like to most people would make no sense, but then come the big picture and you find out, oh my god, it makes sense.
Yeah. You know why I do that? There's a lot of people who don't fucking understand that knowledge is power.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know?
Knowledge is power. After all, that was part of the Schoolhouse Rock opening. Because knowledge is power. So,
God damn you. Fuck.
yeah. Sajo said both political parties are involved in Epstein. That is true. That is true.
Yes. I'm not gonna deny that.
Mm-hmm.
There because the Clinton family is in the Epstein black book as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't matter because it are they caught on video having sex with minors? That's my question. The
Mm-hmm.
only person that I know of that is caught on video having sex with minors in all of this Epstein shit is one person.
Mm-hmm.
One man and one man only. And
Yep.
you know who that is.
Trump.
Sarah just said it.
Trump. Trump? No.
Yeah,
Oh,
Trump.
okay.
There's actual video from the Epstein fucking island of Trump having sexual contact with minors.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of the reason he doesn't want to release the files because he knows the files will include that fucking video, and that video is going to make him look like shit to the fucking to the MAGAs. And well,
Mm-hmm.
he still needs MAGA, the MAGA arm of the U.S. politics to somehow be able to, hang hold hold the fucking ground.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, the fact that they are saying this that oh we don't need to have the files released.
Mm-hmm.
No, we need to have the fucking files released. The
Yeah.
files need to be released.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't
But
give a shit what anyone thinks.
mm-hmm.
The people who need to go down for those files are the ones who actually had sexual contact with a child.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. it's like I'm almost afraid to ask what is next. But then again, probably tomorrow morning he'll come up with something else crazy.
Yeah, but you know how it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's see. I don't have anything left in terms of political stuff, but I do have a little bit of sad news to report because let's see, there we go. If you're familiar with the late 70s show What's Happening, there was a character named D Deirdre D. Thomas. She was like the firecracker of the show. Her real name was Danielle Spencer, and unfortunately, she passed away yesterday at the age of 60 from cancer. Now, believe it or not, there is an Alabama connection to Danielle Spencer. Okay, what happened was when she left acting and became a veterinarian. But here's where the Alabama connection comes in. She went to Tuskegee University Veterinary School in Tuskegee, Alabama, before becoming the vet in 1996.
Right.
So, yeah, but that is some sad news because it's like, oh my gosh. So, but yeah, that is. But let's just say she did not fall into the situation most child actors would fall into. So.
So, Shirley,
Yes.
just so that you know, I did make a quick change. It hopefully it takes here soon,
Uh-huh.
but I made a quick change in the chat,
Okay.
and Sacho, would you do me a favor, please, and say something in the chat?
Good idea.
Because if it works, I want to make sure everything that I did here works.
Yeah. Is that not good? Oh! Congratulations, Sajo. You are now part of the team. You're now part of the moderating team. Congratulations, Sajo.
It worked.
Yay!
It worked. I was doing some stuff in the back end. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's fun.
But Sajo's always there.
Yeah.
So I figure if he's there, he can act as eyes and ears and everything.
Yeah.
For us.
Well, Sajo said thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Sajo. We're glad you are on the team.
Well, he's been a part of our team for a long time.
It's just, we never really put him in as like a chat moderator. So now we can.
Yeah, I was doing some digging and found a way to do it really quick. So sorry for the speed of that, but I figured that was a fair thing to do because Sajo's been here for quite a while.
Yeah. Agreed.
So yeah.
So now if someone comes up with something stupid to say in the chat room, Sajo can quickly get him out of there. Because believe you me, there are plenty of crazy people out there.
Oh yeah. Least of which, well, and I apologize for saying this, but the least of which is your brother.
Mm-hmm. All right. So anyway, I think this is a good point to wrap it up for tonight.
Weren't we gonna explain about a certain someone?
Oh. Who?
Vaughn.
Oh yes. All right. This is a quick. Now we're just gonna say his first name. We're not gonna say his last name out of respect. Okay. But let's just say Frodo and I first met back in 2012, 13 years ago. Okay. And
God.
Yeah, it's been that long. But it all started when Vaughn kept saying, "Oh, Hanna-Barbera and World of Hanna-Barbera and Thundercats, all in the same thing." I said, "Today, yes, but back then, no, it wasn't."
Yeah.
You have to think about back then, not today. Today, yes, Thundercats and Hanna-Barbera all fall under the same roof. But back then, World of Hanna-Barbera had its own set. Thundercats was under Rankin Bass. So it's like, no, they weren't together at the time. But
Go ahead. Sajo just said I'll be there for game night
Oh yeah.
Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just wanted to have extra pair of eyes in the chat, so
Yeah.
that's why I decided to promote you.
Yep. That's why you have been promoted. But yes, basically, in a nutshell, he kept arguing. We kept providing the real proof, but it's like, no, that's not how it is. Like, we've got the proof. We can prove it.
Yeah, and the thing is, people people even today still don't accept proof facts as proof, and that's something that needs to change.
Yeah,
Facts
and
are facts.
yeah, and one of the things I can never stand, people when people see something like we want another season of this like right now, it's like it's been about 10 years. It's not coming back. Let it go. As someone who has watched so much television in my lifetime, I get how it works. If a show doesn't get the ratings, doesn't do it, doesn't in some cases sell toys, it's dead. As much as you can try, there's nothing you can do. Heck,
Yeah, no,
maybe I should start a petition saying, finish the Pirates of Darkwater. Let them find the last 5 treasures of rule. That's never going to happen because, of course, Hanna-Barbera doesn't exist, right? Most of the voices have moved on. I think a couple may have died. I think a couple may have died by now. So,
yep.
it's like people don't want to understand. As much as I would love to, I should start a petition. No. It's not worth it. I mean, to this day, the Pirates of Darkwater is still the only cartoon I've ever been angry about not getting an ending.
Yeah.
So,
But like I said, I just figured I'd say something who mentioned that because we had mentioned it earlier.
yeah, we did.
Uh, I
So,
just I just want everyone to realize that on our show, we've always been one thing, and that's completely transparent.
yeah,
So
exactly.
our change happens live on the air. I'm good with that because guess what?
What?
It means that we're completely transparent to our listeners.
Mm-hmm. Listeners, viewers, and everything else in between. All right. So anyway, here's the plan. Thursday, I'm going to be doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days Collection for the first time. I'm going to do a little practice run tomorrow, not live on the air or anything, but I just want to see what the hell I'm going to get myself into. Because I have never played any of these games before, so...
So Shirley, I'll
Yes.
give you a warning.
Okay.
There's 2 games in that collection that you need to be aware of.
Okay.
The first one is Sacred Cards.
Okay.
That game is relatively easy.
Okay. I think I've actually played that one when it came out on what was it? The DS?
Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, that's it.
But you have a second game that you have to be really cautious of.
Okay.
Chef of Destruction.
Okay.
Whereas Sacred Cards is kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! For children.
Mm-hmm.
Chef of Destruction takes the power level of your opponent's deck and kicks it up to 17,221,017,170.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind. But like I said, I'm gonna do a practice a little bit, then maybe decide which game I'll start with. I may start at the very beginning. Who knows?
I honestly would recommend it because just so that you know what games are there.
Yeah.
I was just reading it.
Yeah, because there are a couple games I'm familiar. There are a couple games I am familiar with, but I think they said they're going to try to add more games into the foray later on.
So the one that I recommend you start with, this is just me saying this, is going to be the 4th one, Dark Duel Stories.
Dark Duel Stories. The
reason behind that is it was the first American game
Okay.
for Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay.
And all the rest, like Dungeon Dice Monster, you can kind of skip that one because it's kind of shit.
Yeah.
Uh, it's not horrible, but
Yeah, because I remember
Destiny
they
Board
were trying to
Traveler,
promote that, but it didn't really work.
Destiny Board Traveler, you can kind of on.
Okay.
It's kind of a take it or leave it. So,
All right. So first thing should
but
be
I'm gonna
dark.
bounce out. You end it.
Okay, hold on. Quick question before you go. Dark Duel Stories should I should try, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna make sure I remember. All right. Later, Frodo.
All right.
All right. So, like I said, I'm gonna do that, and then of course Friday we're doing another trivia night, and it's science and technology. So don't be blinded by science or technology. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end the show right here, right now. So hang on for 15 seconds. Alright, so with that in mind, I'm going to say love, peace, and chicken grease. Everyone have a great night. Sleep well. Stay safe. I will see you Thursday for Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Day Selection, and the rest of us will be here Friday for Science and Technology Trivia Night. So, peace. And don't forget, like, share. If you like what you see, hit the like button, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I want to hear from you. Alright? So, thanks, Sajo. Alright, later, everybody.